communication, like Jay said, that's being open to know somebody and sit down and actually genuinely understand them mentally, physically, and spiritually. I mean, to understand a whole person, there's three stages of a person. So you got to get through those three stages of understanding that person. And like she said at the end, you gotta be willing to talk and listen. So it's kind of being optimistic. You got to be optimistic to somebody else's mind frame and their point of view.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, no, I mean they said some real good key points, and the key points is like common sense of just having knowledge or whatever. But to sum it all up, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. All that evolves around a person that I learned this tactic with people, when I was in jail or whatever, and I was like, bro, like, what, you telling me all this? What you telling me this for? And he said, you have to evolve yourself around people that got your best interest. If don't nobody got your best interest, they can't be a friend. They can't be none of all the things that they just said because you don't have no liking or nothing. You're not nothing, But a person that got your best interest, they equal all the qualities that both Jay and Petty said.
Lady Too Sweet, come on up.
Hmm. 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 Right. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Right. Hmm.
Mm. And real quick, let me piggyback on that one. Ladies, y'all could definitely put an answer in there. If y'all got something like that too to want to share, put that in the comments. I mean, this is for all the ladies. No problem, no problem.
I think some of the greatest parts of sisterhood or friendships with ladies, um, for me, is when I haven't even been able to speak because I'm going through something and they stand with me, but they sit next to me. They're behind me, they're in front of me, they're beside me. They have fight with me. And there's been times when I've been too weak to even be able to handle certain parts of my life, but I've been able to reach out to them and they speak into me the strength and
Hmm.
love and put back in me what I don't have at that moment and be able to just be like, I got you. And there's something about real friendship when somebody's like, I got you. It doesn't matter. I got you. It doesn't matter what time it is. If you need to call me, if you need to talk to me, if you don't even want to speak, I will sit on the phone with you. There's something
Right.
about having that friendship with a woman who understands completely. I mean, it could be something huge, it could be something silly. Like I'm just losing it. I'm tired. I'm not tired like I need a nap. I'm tired like my soul is tired. And they understand it.
No, see, you using the wrong phrase. You got to see it's this one. We gonna clock it. That's it. We gonna clock it.
I'm gonna go first because mine was short. Look, mine was brotherhood that, I had came home and, I called all my friends and, everybody said they was going to do this and they was going to do that. And then the least person that I thought that I would do something, I said, I'm gonna just call this person anyway. And I called them. And sure enough, I mean, that person did everything that I needed done. You know what I'm saying? And it made me feel some type of way because he was the least person that I expect to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, I had did this, I did that, I did that, but like yo really came through, and I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? And that was like real brotherhood right there for me because he stepped up and was like, "Yo, I know what you're going through. I got your back." You know what I mean? He really was there with everything that he could possibly do for me. So that was a nice time, to spend time with him like that. And he was able to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then we start hanging out, and yo was taking me. I had to get my license. I had to get shit. My birth. I had to get all my information again, all my ID and shit. So yo took me everywhere I had to go and was like looking out for me and shit. You know what I mean? So that was a real brotherhood time for me back then when I came home. I got it.
Mm, I'm kind of like with Mike. When I got done, I'm like Sir Mike. I did the same thing when I had to come home after doing a little, I mean, whatever. I had my older brother take me under his wing and showed me that, I mean, I can't be a little boy no more. It's time to,
Right.
I mean, he ain't even my blood brother, but that brotherhood that we created, he taught me how to be a man and stand on my 10 toes. I mean, he told me that I have to take care of business. Yeah, I mean, he told me to be the leader and the provider. That's what I was supposed to do as a man. That is my job. And when he taught me how to do so many things, yeah, I mean, fill out certain different applications, apply for certain things to for the benefits and whatever. Like this is what men do on a day. Start up, taught me how to set up my own business. I mean, this is the things that I needed to do. To this day, he still teaches me. You know what I mean? There's nothing that this man has not still got in my butt and told me like, yo, let's get this shit done. You know what I mean? You can't pussyfoot around. You gotta get it done. And ever since
Hmm.
then, that brotherhood has never been disintegrated and it hasn't never fallen apart.
Cool.
Ooh, oh boy. Leaving an abusive relationship. Um, my best friend not only covered for me, but literally dressed up like me and dyed her fucking hair so that she could act like she was me in the house long enough to get away. Probably saved my life that day.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm, mm, mhm, mm,
It depends on what the disagreement is about, especially with family. But for the most part, like with anybody, a simple conversation, it always starts with a conversation. Speaking on what has got whatever person that is upset, whether it's you, them, or both, um, and finding something that works for mutually for both parties.
mhm,
I I agree with Royal. Depends on what the issue is, but for me, I honestly have to sit back and be quiet because y'all know that my mouth is a little bit too much sometimes. And if I'm worked up on something, I'll speak out my ass instead of out my heart and with honesty in my brain and mind and be correct in the way that I come. So for me, especially with family, with friends is different. It's like I have a little bit more patience and understanding. But when it comes to family, it's like y'all already know me for my whole life. Like, why you pushing my buttons? Like, don't do this to me. Especially when they're like, Jay, do your thing. Jay, do your thing. Do not get me all hyped up because then I'm just gonna make enemies. So I think for me is to sit back and really look at the situation and then speak out of honesty, but in love.
mhm,
That's when you tell them, I'm not a red flag, I'm a yellow light.
mhm,
I warned you, you didn't
mhm.
stop. That's on you.
Mhm. Um, all right, I guess I'll go. Like they say, you try to talk about the situation, try to get an understanding of why we having this conversation or conflict. Try to figure out what I could do to make the situation better or try to fix it. But like Jay said, if it's family, I'm gonna go a little harder, you know what I'm saying, for my family or whatever. If it's just a friend or somebody or whatever, if I try to make peace or try to figure things out, I'm not going to push too much if I'm not wrong or think I'm not wrong, you know what I mean? So if that person won't come around or we wait a couple months and then try to go back at it or whatever, then talk about the situation. That's how usually me and my homeboys do it. We like, yeah, we be beefing. Then at a couple months that go by, then we'll see each other, then we'll chop and talk, and then we back to normal. But if it's my family, I'm gonna stick with them and try to be there as much as possible to try to fix the situation because at the end of the day, I still need my family. You know, my friends is my friends, and my family always gonna be there. Even though sometimes it don't work out like that with family, you have friends stronger to be more of a family person to your friend than you have your own family. But I'm gonna just try to talk to the person and figure it out.
Well, as y'all know, I got it in my name. I could be petty as family, friend, foe, enemy. It really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it really can be either or. Patience is a virtue, whether it's family or friends. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it 1,000, and like Jay said, I'm gonna speak it out of love. Sometimes I gotta unfilter this. I'm not sugarcoating nothing, and I ain't Willy Wonka. So y'all know how I am. Like Jay said, y'all know me, family. Y'all seen me since I was walking around here with a diaper. Y'all knew how I move. Friends that's been there long enough should know better than that. If you knew better, you do better. Okay? And there's no justification cases, there's no excuses. So if there was a disagreement or a situation, you should already know how to move accordingly with that person for such a long amount of time. You ain't new to this rodeo. So with that being said, certain situations should it's just common sense. You should have the common sense to know not to. Okay, Royal's turning a little. She got that M on her face. You better back up and give her 50 feet before you don't have no more feet to back up no more. Jay's over there talking that shit. Now when she goes silent and she goes silent killer on your ass, you don't say shit. Now, Ron, he gave you one warning. You didn't take heed to the warning. Now look at your goofy ass. Mike told you. Now I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You didn't listen to the benefit of the doubt. Now he tore the fur off your motherfucking ass. So it's just like with certain situations, the people should already know you by now. Like they should know your habits, your traits, and your buttons. And you push that wrong button, it could be meltdown. So it's just common sense. That's just it. And I'm a conservative with the common sense. Come on now, you know me better than that.
Okay. Mhm. 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 Right. Right. Mhm.
Ooh. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, but that one right there, that's fire right there. That's a good question right there.
I
That's
was
some
just gonna say that's a pretty deep
that's a
question for not being a
fire
deep
question
question.
right there.
Well, just like with everything, women are more emotional about almost everything. Like a friend for us has to be somebody that, we can call on at all times, somebody that matches our energy emotionally, and lifts us up. For a man, it's, hey, we get along until you fucking cross me. We're friends. We're cool as fuck until you do something stupid, and then it's not Gucci no more. For men, it is fucking simple. I don't mean that wrong, but it is. It's fucking simple. We put too much thought into it. Like a friend has to meet certain criteria. We have to emotionally connect with
People.
them in order to build that friendship. There's nothing wrong with it, but we have to emotionally connect with a friend in order to build that friendship. Men just have to not fuck each other over and then they're Gucci.
I mean, basically, she said it. I mean, what? Damn.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, honestly,
I
if
mean that's
we as
part that's
men,
like part of it. Like, go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
feel like
Pastor.
as men, we need to be open and be more and be listening more and stop
Right.
talking. We need to sometimes shut the fuck up. We do need to shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. We need to shut the fuck up sometimes. That's men. Sometimes and just
I agree. I
that
was
just
gonna say that. That's my problem.
yeah, we don't
Right.
we have a hard problem of listening. And it's not saying
Right.
we have a selective hearing problem. And that's just with men, period. And I'm just gonna keep it G 1,000. That's with every man. We have selective hearing. And it's not
Hmm.
intentionally, and sometimes it is intentionally, but that is something that we should pick up from the women because they are very much active listeners. Even if you
Right.
think that woman ain't listening 2 seats down the road, and
Thank you,
she's
Pooh.
listening. She's listening.
Right.
So it's just like that is something that we needed to pick up from the women. We need to start being more active listeners. But what the women
I
need to
agree.
have is the more of the foundation, like how the brotherly be like, oh, hold up now. We was having a disagreement now. Now you want to bring your ass into our goddamn disagreement. This is between two friends. Stupid motherfucker. We don't even know you. And sometimes the women let other females come in and start riff raff for no motherfucking rat, and then they be befriending with the motherfucker that started the riff raff, and then it's just weird. It's just weird sometimes. And
You
communication
got the
with us.
wrong kind of women if you
No,
experience
no,
that.
this is what kills me. Y'all be like, this is what kills me. Y'all's communication with each other be fucking crazy. Y'all wouldn't allow a man to call you a bitch, but y'all be like, hey, bitch.
And
Did I just hear this woman call you a bitch? But you just said you would shoot me because
Okay,
I called you.
well, let
Hold
me
on, hold
also
on.
say
You would
there's a
shoot me
big
because I
difference
called
between bitch and you fucking bitch.
you.
There's
Okay, but
a
hold on.
real
There's some
big
men.
fucking
I
difference.
feel you on that one, but there's some men that be like, yo, that's my bitch. And they don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but that's
Right.
just that street term,
Bitch.
and that's how they come up. That's that's what they've been around, and that's my bitch. No, that's my bitch. But if we say that's my bitch, we get
no,
we get
I'm your
RIP.
sister. I'm your friend. I'm your sister. I am a lady in the house.
Yeah, I don't say that's my bitch, but I do. Best friend's nickname is BB, which is best bitch. So, and when I say something to her, it's like, bitch.
But it's different when it comes from us and you have friendship and relationship.
It's like a yo boy saying, dude.
It's,
Right.
We got a lot of questions coming.
I was copying off of what she
Okay.
did.
Well, let
Okay,
me be
go
the
ahead.
asshole. Let me be the asshole in the room. Women use bitch like black people use nigga.
No, that's not
The
done.
same way. We are using it
That's
as an
true. You gotta agree
expression.
with
We're
that. I
trying to
agree
get
with
that
that.
point across.
It is.
Who
We're
said
trying to
it did?
I
express in the
understand.
same way when you're like, hey, my nigga, hey, nigga, what's up? That type of
Right.
thing. We're just expressing, hey, babe.
Hold on, no, because when we do it, and that if you want to go that term, hey, my nigga, that's this term of endearment, and that's the way it speaks. Bitch is a
Thank you.
derogatory term. I am not no female dog. Who you calling a bitch? I ain't gonna know. I was taught that that is a bad word. That's something that is not accepted. I'm just saying, if for women to speak about empowering words and elevation and progression, that is not okay. I ain't gonna hold you. That y'all are sitting there calling each other bitches when y'all tell other men to don't call you a bitch, but you're
Mm-mm.
calling each other bitches. What
Yep,
that
sit,
that's
sit,
oxymoron.
sit,
See, but
sit,
again, we're not
sit.
actually calling each other bitches. We're not saying you're a bitch. We're not calling people out their name. We're literally using it as a term of
What is
expression.
endearment?
The same way I call everybody love, and not everybody's my love. I don't love y'all motherfuckers that I'm saying this to when some random motherfucker that I've
Mhm.
never seen before pops in my life, and I'm like, hey, love, I don't love this dude. This is not my friend. It is a term of endearment, a southern thing, the fact that I worked with people for so fucking long. It's just you don't learn everybody's name. You go with a common term. That is a little bit different, but again, it's just a term for expression. It's not
Wait,
calling
you
her a
said you
bitch.
don't. So hold on. If you say if you're going off of somebody's name, if you
Thank you. Mm. Right. Hmm.
Okay,
y'all know this is funny because this is what y'all women, us men be
That
looking at
part right
and be
there.
like,
It's not for men to understand. It's okay. You don't
you be
have to
Okay. All
understand.
right.
understand,
Leave it
like,
alone.
Just
Let's
let it
go to the
happen.
next question. Go ahead.
Just let it happen.
Go do your thing.
Leave it open.
ooh, it's
Let them
getting
know
old.
that I am here in any way that they need, and that the door is always
Mhm.
open. They can call me at 2 in the morning. They can pop up if they need to. That way, and periodically check on them. But that way they know that they can. And I'm still going to do a pop up. If I don't hear from you in hours and I know you're in distress or in a situation where you need that communication or you may need that communication, I'm going to pop the fuck up.
Mhm.
Hey, just making sure you're doing all right. Everything good?
Cool.
You don't need me?
No, because I'm in agreement. She
Mm,
said what I was gonna say. Like I will pop up on
right.
you and check on you just to see what's going on. You know what I mean? But she said what I was gonna say. That I'm in agreement with Royal. I will pop out and shut her.
Right.
It's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I was. Who the fuck knocking up? Hey, how you doing? I know y'all hear me.
Hmm,
What's going on? You okay?
hmm.
Bitch, I'm naked. I'm not coming to the door. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck. I've seen
I'm
your
here.
titties before. Let the bitches fly.
I don't want to see all that. But hey, go get you a towel and come to the door. Peekaboo.
Hey, I'm sorry. If that's my best friend when it comes to women, again, that's something we do differently too. I'm walking in that fucking room. I don't care if you motherfucking changing. We done changed in front of each other. We done seen it all. It's not something we hide from each other, especially with a best friend. I'm not saying with everybody because I'm a modest person. I don't do that in a room full, but best friend, fuck it.
You can't, niggas. Right.
I know you don't. We just don't care because your best friend is your best friend. That bond. I'm sure he'll have boxers on, but
See,
that bond
Mhm.
is
that's kind
different
of
with
hard
your
for
best
me.
friend.
So
Like
that's
we can
kind of
walk
why I
around
say,
each other in bra and underwears. We'll be trying on different fucking clothes, looking in the mirror, complimenting each other, making each other feel better about it, each other. What the hell are you talking about?
Go to
That's
the
what
next
best friends are
question.
for in women. Choo
We got actual
Finding the
questions in the
tree.
comments too. Just so you
choo.
guys know, there's like 3 different questions in the comments already.
All right, Ron, get ready, leave. Petty, get ready, take over.
And then for me, what I was gonna say is have it like Roy said, having that door open. Let's take this week for example, the fact that a lot of
Mhm.
ladies came just to speak and be heard and listening to them. As women, we uphold each other, we build each other, even if it's just listening and being like, I understand you and I got you. But in the same sense, like having a bestie, it don't matter. I don't care if you're taking a tub and I'm sitting in the bathroom with you and we're talking over stuff. Like it does not matter. We are there for each other
Mhm.
always.
Okay, Ron.